Hey everybody, today we're going to be installing the Bethania Garage Hard Dog R3H hidden hitch on this 2007 Miata. It'll be the same for any 2006 through 15 Miata MX-5. The hitch I'm putting on is a used hitch that's been installed before. I've read the instructions several times. I've tried to find videos exactly on this hitch. I didn't find any. I looked at a similar ND 4th generation install, and I've read the instructions like I said, and done several things and ready to start on this. The instructions and the videos I'd seen, the little bit I had, they did not remove the tires and wheels, and they said there was no need in this. You will need to remove some access panels in the tire and wheel area. I did on my car, and I put it on stands because I plan on rotating the tires and wheels as well as changing the oil, and I just thought it'd be easier to do this hitch install with the tires and wheels off. And we're going to start with working inside the trunk. Inside the trunk there are panels that are held in by push pins, and the first thing you're going to want to do is remove all of these panels. Okay, we have all the panels out, all four sides. It's very easy to do. Now we're going to remove the tail lights. There's three 10mm nuts on the inside on studs, and there's going to be a screw or two on the outside. And you need to unhook the lights. We're going to do that next. Okay, we have the tail lights out. It was just simply the three studs with the 10mm nuts and unhooking the three sets of wires, and those are out. Next we're going to remove the splash pans that are behind the rear tire. And you can see there's two screws in there. They're Phillips head or 8mm to remove those. We're going to remove those from both sides. There's some bolts behind them that needs to come out. Okay, the bumper cover is off. This is a worry thing for me, a little bit scared on that. There was only one screw behind the panels, and it's right here. So you're going to go straight up. It's another Phillips head 10mm on each side to get those hidden ones behind those shields. You got the two at the top right here. You've got a push pin right there on both sides, and then you got the two Torx that's here behind the license tag, and then it pops off. The whole thing will pop off. Okay, next we're going to remove the bumper support. There's three 17mm nuts on each side holding the support on my studs. You can take those off and the support should come off. Okay, now I have the rear bumper support off, 6 17mm bolts. We have everything removed that's going to be removed. So now we're getting the fun part of the mounting and reinstallation. Okay, we have the hitch temporarily mounted over. You slide it over the 6 studs that's holding the bumper support on, and you put one nut, snug one nut up, which I did, and it's on there ready for the template to drill the holes. There's going to be 6 holes drilled next, 2 here, 1 down here, 2 over here, and 1 right there for extra bolts that's going to be added for support. And this is a 3/8 inch drill bit to do this. Okay, here's most of the hardware it's going to be using. Those backing plates are going to be going on soon, and we've got the 6 holes drilled, 3 on each side, and they're drilled out, and they're ready to put the backing plates on, and later the bottom bolts that's extra on the mount for the bumper. Okay, we have installed these top 4 bolts with the backing plates, and they've been torqued to supposed to be 40 foot-pounds. I actually done about 50 foot-pounds. You can see the backing plate. There it is. There's the backing plate with the bolts, heads, and everything, and it's been torqued 50 foot-pounds on those. Now I'm going to remove this nut down here that was holding it for this template and put on the backing plate and start everything for the 6 nuts to hold it on and the 2 new bolts. Okay, we have the rear bumper support mounted back on. The 6 originals down here on each side, 3 torqued to 40 plus pounds. And we have the new bolt and stud in there too for the 4th on each side. It was 40 pounds, I torqued it more than 40. Next, I've got to drill a hole through the bumper support to mount this bracket from the hitch together for the last bolt on the hitch. I'm going to attempt to drill it from the top. This being already installed in the past, I'm believing that originally you were supposed to just drill from the bottom and go through both pieces. As you can see, I couldn't drill from the top, so I had to go back and re-drill from the bottom, and the last bolt will go through that hole. Okay, the last bolt that holds the hitch on the car is on, and it's tightened, so now we just got to put all the trim and the cover back on. Hey, here's the tools that I use for the job. We got a torque wrench, we got a 1/2 inch ratchet, extension, a 17mm socket, and a 14mm socket, 1/2 inch. We've got a 10mm and 8mm with a 1/4 inch drive that I used on the 1/4 inch nut driver. I got a T27 Torx screwdriver, Torx Allen wrench, a Phillips screwdriver, pocket knife. Those needle nose pliers come in handy. There's my drill with the 3/8 inch drill bit to drill the holes with. And that's about it, I think, as far as what I used on tools. Here it is on, roughly labored on stop, you know, well, let's just say labor that I actually used was about 2 hours. And that was videoing and all that. Here's the hitch with a Harbor Freight hitch haul basket. It's designed for an ATV. It's got steps up versus the one for the car, and it's a little smaller. Still mega room. This will be something like when I'm going on a vacation coming up, once I get in my room, I can take this off and take it in my hotel room with me, so it won't be on the car, you know, only during transit.